When I think of Chris Connor, I think of selflessness. Chris is a warrior for the community.
My dad is the hardest working, most efficient, smartest, well-rounded person I've ever met.
And Sara is always being compassionate, being generous, and helping and connecting.
My mom is passionate and free-spirited and leads with her heart.
She's a killer on the tennis court. She's a beast in the gym. And together, they are a balanced and unstoppable force.
Cleveland really is a special place. Leaders like Chris could go anywhere, could live anywhere, and they've chosen Cleveland. Many of us have. And at the end of the day, Cleveland has a great history, business history, community history, and it's the people of Cleveland that have sustained and supported that history. So it really is about the community working together to achieve great results.
There's a very strong parallel in that Sherwin-Williams and University Hospitals were both founded in the same year, back in 1866. And we've always had strong leadership from Sherwin-Williams involved in university hospitals at any number of levels, including the role of a board member as well as the role of the chair of the board.
So when you think about Sherwin-Williams and UH and the long history here in Cleveland, they both are built on this solid foundation of respect and understanding and wanting to make a difference in the community. I think when Chris Connor led this company on a foundation that when you take care of those around you, good things happen. Chris was always determined to make a difference for those that we could impact in the community, in our company, and for our employees around the world.
Chris actually gave me some really interesting advice. Shortly after I got here, then I said, Chris, tell me about the success of the Sherwin-Williams Corporation. And he said, there are a lot of reasons why we're successful, and he went through a whole variety of reasons why that was the case. And then he said, I forget the exact number, but he said the majority of people in the United States live within 3 miles of a Sherwin-Williams paint store. So as I was coming back from that meeting, I called Paul Tate, our strategic planner. I said, Paul, let's overlay where we have our physicians' offices in a 3-mile radius, our ambulatory centers in a 5-mile radius, and our hospitals in a 10-mile radius. And I said, let's overlay where they exist today, and then let's look at our projections where the populations would be moving to in the future. So we actually took a page out of Chris's playbook at Sherwin-Williams and replicated it here. During the term of his chair, Chris helped to be the architect behind what we now know as Vision 2010. The work that Chris was able to do for us allowed us to soar to new heights.
That vision about how to grow and nurture an organization, caring for all of the stakeholders, really was foundational in Vision 2010.
He really has a way of embracing the environment, but most importantly, the moment. And when you're with Chris, you're the most important person in the world.
Chris is definitely a 1 in a million when it comes to making you feel like you're the most important person in the room and being in many different rooms, seemingly almost simultaneously. Perhaps it's the magic of the Irish. I suspect Chris would say he's done it because he has a great team around him, both at home and in the workplace, that have really allowed him to prioritize his time where he can make the most impact.
My dad is one of my best friends. He is extremely patient and supportive. My parents are a great team because they're so inspirational for our family, and they have really shown us how to treat other people with respect and kindness and love.
My mom is the most compassionate person I've ever met. She just has a heart for everybody and really raised us to be thoughtful and mindful and caring.
One of my mom's greatest strengths is her ability to just be positive, and she has this warmth about her. She's encouraging, she's kind, and she never says a negative thing about anybody. And I think it's her empathy and her patience that allows her to be this way. And she's always seeing the good in others. And my dad, he's also able to find the good in others and more importantly, bring it out of people.
Leading from the front describes the entire Connor family, Chris and Sara in the front of that parade, making a difference, never satisfied. The complacency is the enemy of the Connor family.
We've always found in my family that striking a balance in our lives through exercise, through healthy eating, through living a healthy lifestyle, meditation, doing things that beyond just conventional medicine provide.
My mom has always been very creative and is always thinking of another opportunity. I think that speaks to kind of her being really in touch with our community. Really credit her with the vision to try to contribute in a meaningful way to the Connor Integrative Health Network.
So integrative medicine is, we define it at UH as the blending of both worlds, the best of the best. So traditional medicine, the way we learn it here in medical school, pharmacology and surgery, and then adding evidence-based modalities such as acupuncture, massage, chiropractic care, and really provided for each patient what is best and what's going to increase their patient experience and their outcome. Sara and Chris have provided a platform to establish integrative medicine into mainstream.
But I'm very pleased to say that due to their vision and commitment to the community and commitment to integrated health, that we now have one of the nation's best integrated health networks.
Chris and Sara, congratulations on this well-deserved recognition.
There is no better couple in Cleveland that embodies the ability to work together to create lasting change for a community. Thank you.
Chris and Sara, congratulations. I cannot think about anybody else more deserving.
Congratulations on tonight's award, but more importantly, thank you for all the great things that both of you have done to make us a world-class organization.